Rockets are a simple tool, a stick with some propellant and something to go bang. Some planes go about rockets in a rather weird way, and it's those vehicles in War Thunder I want to share with you. I've excluded guided munitions from this video, so let's start with the British Lightning F-35. It has an internal rocket bay that swings out and retracts back in. To me, this feels like something out of a mecha anime. It can fire 48 rockets weighing 4.9 kilograms each, and they have 540 grams of HE. Moving to the Americans with the F-8U-2. This plane has a rocket pod that can pop out of the belly and retract back in. It fires 32 rockets that weigh 9 kilograms and have 900 grams of HE. They can punch through 219 millimeters of armor. We have another American plane with the F-89D. Rockets are stored in the wing pods. Wingtip pods. It has 104 rockets mounted in the wingtips. If you go for the armor-piercing rockets, they weigh 4.9 kilograms each and have 540 grams of HE. It's interesting that wing pods are normally used for fuel and not really integrated into the weapon system. And also, just to remind you, this is an American plane of course, so you can carry some more rockets under the wings. The big downside of this plane is that it doesn't have any projectile-based weapons. You have to rely on those rockets if you need to deal with another plane. Moving to the French and the Super Mystère B2. This plane uses a system of clip-fed rockets. It fires 7 rockets at a time and can fire 5 times. So, total rockets fired, 35. These rockets weigh 5 kilograms and carry 340 grams of HE. They can punch through 400 millimeters of armor. For a system that's clip-fed, it fires pretty damn fast. Moving to the Soviets with the MiG-15 Bis-ish. With this MiG-15 we have a comically long hardpoint protruding from each wing. On it we can mount 6 rocket pods angled downwards. Perfect for strafing ground targets without lawn darting. This plane carries 48 rockets in 6 rocket pods, and these rockets weigh 3.9 kilograms each and have 370 grams of HE. They can punch through 115 millimeters of armor. War Thunder also gives this plane a ballistic rocket computer that shows you where the rockets will strike when fired. This is very good for gameplay, but I have no clue IRL how this plane would have used it. Next we go to the German tech tree, but for a Swiss plane, the FFA P-16. It also appears to have a clip-fed rocket launcher. This time though, it fires 4 rockets at a time and carries 44 rockets in total, so firing 11 volleys. Even though it has to fire 11 times to disperse all the rockets, they still fire incredibly fast. Going back to the US of A with the PV-2D. Normally rockets are fixed to the exterior of a plane, but this one's different. The PV-2D carries 2 tiny TIMs, and tiny they are not. These rockets weigh 535 kilograms and have 67 kilograms of HE filler. They can punch through 107 millimeters of armor. I think these are the biggest unguided rockets in the game, at least until we get aerial launched V1s, Gaijin please. There's something so cool about dropping a rocket out of a bomb bay and seeing it ignite when it's clear of the aircraft. Also, I really like the design of the double hinged bomb bay. It's just pretty aesthetic. Going back to Germany with the Bf-109 F2. This aircraft has a rocket launcher frame integrated into the wings, and it looks rather sleek in my view. It carries 8 rockets weighing just 2.8 kilograms each with 130 grams of HE. I think those may be the lightest rockets in the game, feel free to correct me. Next, the Bf-110 F2. This has a rocket rack, but unlike more practical racks, such as the ones used to carry the R4M rockets, this one has the appearance of a DIY welding project. It's just resembling a bunch of drain rods assembled together and strapped to the belly of a Bf-110. The rack has 12 rockets which weigh 2.8 kilograms each and have 130 grams of HE. There are other low-tech looking racks in the game, such as the American system for carrying the M8 rockets, which is on the P-38, the A-20G2, the P-39 and the P-51, but I think this rocket rack on the Bf-110 takes the prize for best science fair project. Lastly, let's end with the American F-111A. Oh, nothing fancy, it's just that I wanted to say it can carry 456 rockets. Not only is that a stupendous amount of rockets, it's also more than all the rockets in this video up to now added up. If you have any suggestions for weird rocket systems that I may have missed, let me know in the comments, I would love to see. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.